What's good, YouTube? SilverHyena back again with a new video. Today's video, we have the Touchnew markers in pastel colors that I had opened up in a previous video that was on my other channel actually, which is SilverHyena Plays. I had a great big Wish unboxing of pins and all sorts of... Hey, don't interrupt. My cat. I think Topaz is getting antsy. I'm not paying enough attention to her. So she chooses now when I'm filming to start demanding attention. You're hearing this, right? Anyways... Again, I was supposed to get brush tips. That looks more like a bullet. And of course, got your chisel tip. Okay, let's see, I got sidetracked. Oh yes, another Wish unboxing on my other channel, SilverHyena Plays. And these were included in there, along with this, which looks quite, I mean, it's a Pigma brush, and to be honest, it looks like it's kind of a Micron knockoff here. Hang on. This is a genuine Micron. Like, as you can see, it says Pigma, but it's different font. You got that little flower there. This one, focus camera, focus. Come on. Okay, there's better. But it's got Pigma, it's got brush, it's got the little flower, but different color. So side by side. You can see that they look very similar. Oh, and also, this one, the color is a bit off. But we're gonna see how well it works. So, got that too, again, off of Wish. And oh boy, the cap is kinda messy, and I see some ink splotches. That's got me a little bit worried. But we're gonna try it out anyway. Got my trusty B paper here. So, let's get to swatching, and then we're gonna draw something. Okay, got our handy dandy protector sheet thing here. There we go. And as I said in my Wish unboxing, where my first ever Wish unboxing with the markers that were called Touch 5. Suspicious much. But those ones, again, it was a case of I ordered brush, got bullet. So if you're in desperate need of a certain type of art supply, I would recommend pretty much anywhere else before Wish. However, if you're interested in Art Supply Roulette, go for it. Now that that's out of the way, let's get to some swatching. I made a minor mistake and misplaced two of my markers, which is why my swatch sheet looks a bit funny. My bad. Alright, so our basic swatching is done. There's enough room left down here to do a, wait for it, a thumbnail. I'm so funny. But I don't think I mentioned, at least not in this video, I might have in my other one. At this point in time, I honestly don't remember. But I had picked up this set because I just wanted to have some more pastel colors, because I have a lot of very bright, vibrant, bold colors, some of them which are even neon. But I really don't have enough pastels until now. So I'm going to try to keep it to the pastels and this, with the exception of my friend here. So I've had a few ideas bouncing around in my head, so we'll see if we can get them to cooperate. That's enough for now. To be honest, I'm such a perfectionist that doing these kinds of thumbnails, doodles, tests is actually very difficult for me. Yes, I have a very hard time keeping things simple, as strange as it may sound. I want to know, how many of you are this way? Am I just an oddity, or are there others like me who struggle with simplicity? Had to do an emergency filling on her slushy there. Anyways, this is just a really basic, rough idea of what I had. I'm of course gonna try to do a much more finished version, but I just thought that this made a pretty cute thumbnail overall. I love like the little backpacks with the animal features. I'm sure that you've seen those, especially since at the time of this recording it's all back to school, back to school, back to school. You cannot escape it. Okay, well, doesn't smear. That's good. Okay, well, there's a basic idea. Screen protector thingy did it. Screen protector, the sheet. I like sheet protector. As you can see, these look like these will bleed through, and more likely than not, if this wasn't down, it would have bled through to the other side. So with this in mind, I'm gonna... Oh geez, brain fade. This is what happens when you make YouTube videos without a real script in mind. Just FYI. We are gonna start on a more finalized piece. Let's go. Another thing I want to point out is that whenever drawing on camera or in front of someone or a large group, whatever, there's this strange sense of urgency that I feel, as if I'm compelled to heap more pressure on myself to get things down exactly right. That didn't happen here. However, I'm still pleased with how the line art came out overall. Okay, so our basic line art is done. Now, it didn't quite turn out like the thumbnail, but like, you know, the thumbnail is just that, the thumbnail. It's the basic idea. I mean, mostly, I wish I could have gotten in more of that little character backpack. I mean, okay, if I didn't tell you that's what that was, would you have guessed it? I don't know. Trying to do as much as I can with the kneaded eraser, just to not disrupt the texture of the paper. However, I do find that just a regular, non-abrasive eraser, I personally find it picks up the graphite better than a kneaded eraser. However, the kneaded eraser, you don't get nearly as much, you don't get the eraser crumbs. So, take your pick. Alright. So I'm gonna go over some of the problem bits with a soft, non-abrasive eraser, and then we will get to coloring. As for the markers themselves, I really enjoyed them. My major critique would be that I would have preferred an orange over one of the more skin tone-ish colors. Myself, anyway, I would have much preferred an orange over the skin tones just because I really don't draw that many people, humans, humanoids. So, yeah, I would have much rather had a pastel orange. However, the colors that were available blended easily and worked well together. The biggest challenge was shading. Trying to get darks out of light colors is not easy. Overall, these were nice, simple, and inexpensive. If you want to try them yourself, I'd recommend seeing if you can find these markers anywhere other than Wish, though. You know, just to make sure that you get what you actually order. Okay, on a partially related note, I would like to state here and now that blue ices, Slurpees, frozen sugar water, whatever you want to call them, the blue ones are always the best. Post below what flavor of Slurpee, icy, frozen sugar water, whatever you want to call it, which flavor do you think is best? Let's get a conversation going. It doesn't matter what the flavor is. I always love the blue ones. It can be blue raspberry, it can be blueberry, it could be blue and taste like watermelon for all I care. The blue one is always the best. Or are you the rebel that likes to mix flavors together? Granted, that's pretty good too. I'd like to know. I love these sorts of things. Or are Slurpees... Slurpees are for the peasants. I go for the frappes with the coffee, which are amazing too, I might add. Or there's that, I'm probably saying this wrong, so forgive me, boba tea, or sometimes I've seen it called bubble tea, I think. Please don't quote me on this. But it's that frozen, slurpy consistency tea drink that has the little things floating in it. It's become very trendy and popular. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that stuff is pretty good too. Usually the boba teas comes with like those really thick straws
that are about the same diameter as your thumb or something. Really funky, really interesting. So, I just want to know, which one do you guys think is the best? Let's get a conversation going. This is life and death here. Hey, we take our frozen drinks seriously. As serious as pastel colored markers.
Alright, here we are, all done. Don't need that anymore. Set that aside. Alright, so take a look at the back. You've got some bleed through. Okay, that's like an eraser crumb that got on that page. Okay, so overall I tried to stick with these, and there I go dropping one. And our, maybe it's a Micron, more than likely a knockoff, I don't really know, pen. So, overall, I like the colors. They're nice, soft pastel colors that I'll use with either the other markers that I got off of Wish, those Touch 5, which, now that I know about the Touchnew, just makes those seem extra shady. But I could probably augment my Touch 5 or even my Ohuhus with these. Now then, I found that they blended okay and you could layer, but again, I still think that the Ohuhus blend better, and I don't even think these could hold a candle to Copics. However, they are still very usable, as you can see. And I had fun doing this. However, I would again have to dock it points because I ordered brush tips and these are bullet tips. So, if these were what I had ordered, they'd get a 6.5 to 7, give or take, easily. But since they weren't what I ordered, I'm gonna give them a 3. So, take these with a grain of salt. I mean, like I said, if you want to play Art Supply Roulette, shop on Wish. Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have for today. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful in some way, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Post a comment. Have you ordered art supplies off of Wish? Did you actually get what you ordered? Post below. I want to hear your stories. Anyways, this is SilverHyena, signing off. Stay creative, everyone. Bye! Bye!